here's the deal. A lot was going down tonight. Let's start from the beginning, okay? Let's just put it out there. The nomination ceremony was beyond effed up, okay? I had no idea that it was going to get as gnarly as it did. But nonetheless, going in, here's the vet move. And they didn't necessarily show it the way that they should have. But the vet move was this. People in these nominations are like lemmings. Whichever way the momentum begins to swing, everyone else will just jump on board. It's like a sinking ship. As long as it's not them on the chopping block, they will all jump on board and they will follow everybody else. Knowing that going in, I knew that what I had to do was drive the momentum in my direction and not in any other direction. So that's what I did. You got to control the nomination. However, there was a big wild card in that, and that was Wes Bergman. Now, coming into this season, obviously, the two of us have spoken at length about finally joining forces, putting our bullshit aside, and working together. Could that actually happen was the million-dollar question, okay? Could it actually happen? And I think tonight was the first time that all those rumors, everything was put to rest, okay? And it's official. It's official. We're official. With that being said, I also want to, address the elephant in the room. And not that I am calling CT an elephant, although not far off. We lost a legend tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we lost an absolute legend this evening. And that was CT. And it's unfortunate the way he went down, mostly because, this is an elimination he should have won. He's done things like this in the past. I've watched CT do things like this in the past. The problem was he got the strategy with this elimination a little bit confused with the one he's done in the past, which was against Darrell on Invasion, where you basically had to take a knot or a rope and make the biggest knot you could. And he did that. If it was an untying the knot competition, CT would have won. But instead, it was a keeping the door shut competition. And unfortunately, it was just, it just didn't go his way. And it was a sad sight to see. Listen, there's only a few of us remaining at this point, okay? We're a dying breed. So anytime I watch one of my, fellow vets go down, regardless of what's gone down in the past, it's a sad sight to see. I mean, we're the ones that we're keeping this franchise alive these days. So to see, someone like CT go down, it was brutal. But listen, enough with the sad news. Listen, I know it's a biased opinion coming from me. Incredible episode tonight, mostly because it showcased me in all of my magnificence and doing what I do best, and that is stirring the pot, and that is absolutely mentally mind-fucking everybody that gets in my way, okay? Listen, and I want to, as much as I want to say that it was a shame that CT went down the way that he did, I mean, you got to hand it to the Rook for stepping up and taking him down as well, okay? Credit where credit is due. Brian says Ashley is a snake. I get it, man. I mean, listen, snakes know snakes games, all right? You cannot pull the wool over my eyes because I invented this game. I'm not saying she's any different or plays a more honest game than anyone else. I'm just saying that hers is just more obvious, okay? It can't be that obvious. You can't go from the Lavender Ladies one season, the Car is Called the next season, to this season and just expect everybody to not remember. And just in case anybody forgot, I made sure that I was there to remind them. That's all I did. I was just reminding everybody what's gone down in previous seasons. All right. Can I get a T-shirt? B Cup wants to know. Yes, you can. you head over to realjohnnyBananas.com. T-shirt is all yours, my friend. All yours. Yes, you can have a T-shirt, as long as I can have your Venmo information. Please explain how you and Ashley differ. People are confused. All right, let me lay this out for you. I'll put this very simply for you. I want you to tell me the last time I had multiple alliances of more than one or two people. All right, I want you to tell me who I've been in alliances with in the past, other than Leroy, Nani, and I don't know, maybe one other random person. I stick to who I trust. I will ride on my own. I'm a fucking Lone Ranger. When I go in every season, I know that everybody is going to be coming for me. I keep my circle very small. I won't go from one alliance one season to another alliance the other season. I would rather ride on my own, and I'd rather see how that goes. Okay? So that's how we're different. She changes her alliances like she changes underwear. I made this blatantly clear earlier in the episode. You must have missed that. Maybe you should turn your volume up or get a hearing aid. Challenge T911 just signed in. If you want the best tea, ladies and gentlemen, that's where you go. Okay? Now, my special guest has not signed on yet. A little disappointed. They should be coming soon. What's it like working with Wes? Bama1810 wants to know. Let's see. It's different. It's really different, man. It's like there's no other way to describe it other than going from someone that you have never trusted ever. You got to look back. This goes back to my first days on the challenge. Wes and I have never worked together. We've never gotten along. Well, it's not we haven't gotten along. We haven't trusted each other. We've always just had two opposing games. We've had two opposing strategies. So, trying to now undo all of that, all right, to undo history and, you know, try and trust each other, it just doesn't work. Until now, apparently. You and Wes are my fave. Well, you were my fave, okay? I see why. So what else we got going on? Do you think that Jenna weirdly saved you by saying Nelson? Challenge T911 wants to know. No. That nomination actually went down a little bit differently than it was shown, okay? Certain votes went at different times. They made it look like all votes went at different times, whatever. You know who saved me that elimination? Was Wes. Jenna didn't save me, Wes saved me. So I'm glad that Jenna was obviously one of the votes, but she wasn't the vote, okay? How do I, is there a way to, if someone isn't in my comments, to find someone?
Wes?
Shh, what? Somebody should be signing on right now and they're not, and I'm getting really fucking pissed off because I don't want to carry this thing on my own. I'm sick of just trying to talk shit right now. Why wouldn't you want to go and get a red skull? Whoa, Nelly wants to know. Why don't you be patient? It's two guys' eliminations in. There's probably 14 of these things. Why am I going to go in now? Why don't I sit back and wait for a little bit? God forbid I go in now, okay? I send myself in now. I get my red skull, and then I once again have to go in again at the end of the season. I'd rather wait a little bit. I'd rather chill out. I'd rather bide my time and figure this thing out later. Here, I'm going to put something in here. You ready? Oh, wait, Wes is in my chats? What? I don't see him. I don't see him. I'm not seeing Wes. Hold on. Bergie, if you're in Milwaukee, bark twice. Can you send me a banana beanie? Yes, if you send me your PayPal info. Hold on, people. I am going to do a magic trick. You ready? I'm going to make... Hey! There he is!
Bark, bark.
Dude, we both have fucking awesome art on the wall here.
Yeah, yours is very bananas-centric.
What is it?
Bananas.
It's fucking amazing, dude. Listen, Wes, hold on. Before we start this conversation, you ready? There's one caveat to us talking right now. You remember what that was?
You know what? My wife, I heard Morgan in the background. She's like, yeah, she's already.
You have to say something nice about Morgan.
Morgan, you're a really sweet gal to go.
Hi, Wes.
Really sweet gal to go get brunch with.
Oh, I can't hear him.
I can't hear him. It's 'cause he said you're a very sweet girl to what?
Go get brunch with.
She's really sweet.
Okay, I mean.
Wes shaved. Bergie.
Wes, I'll take it.
Bergie, where'd your beard go?
You can't hear me.
Yeah, I can't. Hold on. Say that again.
I can't hear him.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you, barely.
Really?
Hold on. I can put mine in.
Oh, wait, maybe.
You ready? Hold on, Berg Hanimal. Hold on, you ready? All right, talk.
Check, check, 1, 2.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Good?
Morgan's just hard of hearing. All right, listen, Wes. I got to say something to you right now. I can't quit you.
Yeah, no, at this point, it's too late. Do you know how many do you know how many of my real friends in the last couple of weeks have, like, basically said they don't want to be friends with me anymore?
Do you realize that Morgan almost walked out of here when I said that we were going to go live?
My wife is sitting here.
My
wife is over here like, when is this going to be over so we can just move on? And I heard Morgan in the background.
Never. Listen, tell your wife, okay, if she doesn't treat you right, Wes, then you're going to end up leaving and ending up with somebody a little bit with a little better beard than her, okay?
You heard that?
Did you hear that, honey? Did you hear that, honey? If you don't treat him right, he will leave. And he's going to come over with his greener pastures, all right?
Yeah, like Morgan's sister.
Oh, he just said like Morgan's sister. That's the T. And that's the T.
I can't hear what's
We are both going to leave this live and single, Wes, and we're going to have to be together after this, all right?
Okay, let me try one thing. If you really can't hear, let me try.
No, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, she says she can.
I can hear you. Well, she's hard of hearing as well.
No,
It doesn't matter.
How am I supposed to hear into the headphones?
This is a private conversation. This is an A and B conversation, okay?
Oh, you're so bad.
Yeah, this is private. Nobody else is allowed to hear this conversation except for me and Wes.
You know what? I'm going to
There is nobody else. There is nobody else on this conversation except for Wes and I.
Tune into your stupid live.
Well, tune in. Yeah, you know what? Tune in. That's the best way to hear it. Wes, I want your take on what happened tonight, man.
Okay, listen. I think tonight's episode. Okay, we needed an excuse to show to each other that it was serious, and this was like the perfect way for me to dip my toe in the water and prove that it was serious. Because I didn't have to do anything like crazy risky, but it was
It's not on Instagram.
It was big. It was big. And
I'm not going to lie. You didn't dip your toe in the water. You actually dipped your toe in my butthole.
You know what? HR has got a serious issue with you. There's going to be lots of things that they're going to be bringing up at work tomorrow.
Okay.
Including...
Is that one of them?
That's one of them. But the makeout session without my permission?
Wes, I just couldn't handle myself, man. You know, I just got caught up in the moment. I was trapped in a glass case of emotion. It was like 15 years of me wanting to do that, and it was all finally coming out just at once. I couldn't help myself.
And it wasn't just a kiss. It was like a makeout.
I mean, that's what you do. We're adults, Wes. Okay, we're not in grade school anymore. We stopped. Tongue starts after 7th grade. If you're not using tongue, there's something wrong with you. Why are you throwing pillows at me? Morgan's actually getting jealous of this conversation. She just threw a fucking pillow at me.
Well, did Morgan hear my compliment that I gave her?
No, he wants to know if you heard his compliment. No.
No, I didn't.
What was the compliment? Here, come here.
Give me the headphones. Okay, Wes, I want to hear this. I want to hear this from your mouth.
I'm ready.
Oh, you're sitting in your favorite seat, huh?
Anyway, you can continue.
I said that you are a fantastic person to go to brunch with.
Okay. That's a lovely compliment. I do like a good bottomless mimosas. You said I'm a fantastic person to go to brunch with.
What? That's actually not true because she never pays the bill.
Yeah. I feel like there's an underlying meaning behind that, Wes, and I'm going to figure out what you mean by that.
There's going to be, for sure.
There's something. All right, well, I'm going to figure it out.
There's always caveats when this guy's involved.
Yeah, I don't trust you. You also, Wes, I like the no beard. That was a good move. I'm gonna turn this back over. Okay. Have fun.
Morgan said that the coronavirus started in your beard. I wonder who she stole that joke from.
There's been a lot of joke stealing in the last couple of months.
Yo, okay, so here's what I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we've been talking about this for a while, obviously. Okay, about us finally putting our bullshit aside and banding together and working together on a season. For me, when it changed was when we were in the Suburban going from our hotel to the MTV Movie Awards. Is that when it changed for you, or was it when Bear manhandled you in that sandpit?
Well, it was started out as such a nice question and it ended so unnecessarily.
I want to hear. Listen, inquiring minds would like to know, Bergie.
Yeah, actually,
let's hear.
I started to feel when you and Morgan were losing to Zach in that geography game. I started to feel bad for you, and I really wanted to bring you under my wing.
Yeah, that was kind of fucked up that you did that. Listen. Most people don't know this. World of Worlds 1. We were at the airport. Okay, Wes wants to bring up World of Worlds 2. He talked on the airplane and said we should start an alliance together, work together this season. No. I said World of Worlds 1, we should start an alliance together. And you know what I did? I bought him an adapter for his fucking cell phone charger or something. A whole pack of adapters. That was my original olive branch. And you know what he did with that? He shit all over me and sent me into elimination. And I ended up getting sent home. So I had to repay the favor, Wes. I'm sorry.
I do actually, every time I use that adapter, feel a little guilty.
And you should. I hope you cry every time you use that adapter. Listen, okay, so that was the first time it began, and now where are we at? How did tonight's moment end up the way that it did?
Well, okay,
so where I think
it's official.
Half the cast and probably all of America, half of America hates us at this point. So
yeah,
how did we get here?
You know what? Like, actually going into this season, I thought that everyone in America was like pretty much a fan of me, and then as soon as I like made it official with you, like I've been getting more hate mail than I've gotten in years.
Listen, well, I mean, it just comes to the territory, bro.
I don't know, yeah. But anyway, I've enjoyed it thus far. So
no regrets. No regrets. I'm actually gonna get a tattoo. My next tattoo is gonna say "No regrets," and there's gonna be a picture of your face next to it.
But there will. Okay, so here's the deal. So now I kind of saved your ass tonight. That means you own one. You're gonna have to save my ass sometime soon.
Okay. I'll do that.
Yeah, okay. Or
I'll see what I can do.
Or is this going to be a one-sided relationship?
I think if we go back in history, Wes, you've dicked me over more times than I dicked you over, so I actually have a few to spare.
Okay, that might be true.
That's actually not true. But okay. I'm glad you agreed with that.
What I think people really want to know is whether or not you and I are going to have another speech writing-esque scene in this season.
Better. It's even better.
I know.
Bergie, it's even better. It's even better.
I already am embarrassed for everyone involved, including everyone involved, and it's, well, what are we, 2 episodes away from it?
Hold on. There's another moment, and I think you're going to remember it. It's when we're walking into an elimination. And we see something, and I ask you, and I'm like, Wes, are we still fucking going to do what we're going to do? And you had this shit-eating grin on your face. For all the people out there that call me sick and sadistic, okay, and say that I'm a twisted individual, Wes puts me to shame in this regard, okay? This man's mind is so much sicker and so much more demented than mine could ever be. I'm actually kind of impressed, and I'm actually like, I mean, I
You
probably
loved-
should have been a lot more terrified.
You
Yeah.
loved it.
Listen, I loved it only because I was like, maybe I am not the biggest piece of shit on planet Earth, okay? That was the first time I realized that I was like, I have been out piece of shitted.
It's not piece of shit when you out bully a bully.
Is that okay? Okay. Well, I'm just saying. Listen, there's a lot to look forward to this season. There's a lot of.
But I was thinking
Wes
so
and-
that is going to be a really, really good episode. Don't get me wrong. But I was thinking about the more playful thing that is going to go down.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. What I'm
there's
saying
two
is,
really, really big scenes left to go in our thing.
there's actually three. There's actually three.
There's three.
There's three.
There's three scenes left to go. Oh, hey, you want to know something that's funny? I don't know if you saw this, but when you called me your number one on Twitter tonight, Kyle goes, "Oh, great." So Kyle is really butthurt all the way in London, and you should probably write him and say you're sorry.
I will. Right after we get off of this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Pinterest, where Wes finds all of his tweets, and I am going to copy and paste a apology to Kyle. Can you tell me where to go? Where's the best place to go on Pinterest for good content?
Okay,
You know.
Listen, you have one thing that you saw that I wrote that is on Pinterest. That is a fucking music lyric. And so it's like
Actually, Morgan saw that. She's like, Wes got that off Pinterest.
I got it.
Whatever he tweeted from Pinterest.
I got it from the
it's talking
song.
about me being a cloud.
About you being a clown?
Cloud.
A cloud? A cloud.
Yeah,
I'm like
things
the
are
cloud
brighter
that
when
it moves, everything's better. Or something.
everything.
She remembers that. Wes, that just goes to show what an impact that tweet had. She still remembers it word for word. So
Wes is not.
she's
from that
traumatized.
much
You've
of a-
traumatized her, Wes.
I don't know.
All
I've
right.
been giving her a lot of attention on Twitter lately. I don't know why she's honing in on the cloud comments.
He said he's been giving you a lot of attention on Twitter lately.
I don't want his attention on Twitter.
She just wants an apology on Twitter.
I
She-
don't care.
She wants you to pick on someone else. She wants you to pick on someone your own size.
I know, but
No, I just think he should be a little more creative and insult you without having to bring me into
Well,
it.
it's funnier when we bring you into it. You know what's funny, though? Okay, the few times that I insulted Wes, but I insulted his wife at the same time, I got fucking roasted. How could you bring his wife into this, you asshole? But then he talks about you, and it's like, yeah, Morgan would date coronavirus.
yeah, the thing is, like, a lot of my jokes, like, I can't go right at you or it's kind of boring. Like, so you gotta go through Morgan and two.
I got to admit, Wes, you've kind of been on fucking fire with your content lately. I want to know who your writer is. Okay.
The coronavirus, I'm working like 20 hours a week less than usual, which means I'm just surfing through the internet, coming up with all sorts of good ideas that I spin into challenges.
When Wes says he's at home running his businesses, what he's actually doing is that he's at home writing tweets. So that's what we get from this.
No comments. Jesus.
I'm at home running 700 businesses, aka I'm at home writing my 700 tweets. Got it.
Okay.
Noted.
Listen, I'm on a roll, and don't be jealous that I'm on a roll.
All right. Can we address the elephant in the room? And I don't mean CT, but I do mean CT. Dude, he went home tonight.
Yeah, that was sad.
We were almost the Space Cowboys this season.
Yeah, how cool would that have been?
I mean, it was. I actually, for the first time, I think you know what it was. I think CT's always seen you and I, and he's always wanted to play one side or the other. And I think for the first time ever, when he saw you and me getting along and working together, he's like, maybe I should figure out how to get in this too. And I almost felt it. I almost felt that trifecta coming together, and that would have been big trouble.
He got greedy because I thought we're all on the same page, which was let's just throw in the Red Skull every time. And we were going to say...
What'd you call it? What was it called, though? You had a name for it. Persecute the Red Skull. Yeah, persecute the Red Skull.
Persecute the Red Skull. Because that's been happening to me my whole life, and I know how effective it is.
You got that joke out before I did. It's good, Bergie. It's very good, Bergie.
Yeah, because you're so predictable, it's easy if I just, like, squeeze right in.
No, it's not true. Listen, just because you've heard these jokes before, Wes, doesn't mean other people have. So I want to make sure that people that have not heard these jokes get a chance to hear them.
My joke.
It's not fair. No.
But we were on the same page. You, me, and CT. We're just gonna coast for a while. And he got greedy and he saw a chance to get what he thought was an easy win, and it backfired.
Yo, you can never get complacent, man. Look at Wes dressed up for this. Is that a button-down shirt? What do you got on? You got a button-down on? Oh, okay, never mind. It's a zip-up. I thought Wes put a button-down shirt on for this. I was like, man, you really are missing the fucking office, dude. Holy shit.
No,
were you sad, though? I mean, that was kind of a fucking upset, right? I mean, that was a huge upset.
Very big upset, because that was in CT's wheelhouse.
It was. I think he got that elimination, though, confused with the one against Darrell, where all you had to do was just tie a rope. This one, you had to, like, barricade it shut. Remember when I was trying to help him out with that, and he told me to shut the fuck up?
I do remember that. So
I was like, all right.
The thing about the eliminations that makes it kind of tough, and the dailies, you can say the same thing. Half the time, there's some sort of a trick, and you have to be really, really smart, and it's almost like a puzzle that it doesn't matter how athletic you are. If you come up with the answer to the puzzle, you win. But half the time, it's so cut and dry to keep it simple. And he thought it was one of those tricks. And really, no, it's simple. Keep the door shut. He tried to make it into a big knot when really he should have just been trying to keep the door shut.
What he should have done was just fucking ran into it head first, just knocked the entire thing down. If we would have put a hunk of raw meat inside that thing.
He looked at Jay and saw Jay was about to get inside the little hut. And so you could see him grab the whole door and try to pull it off.
I mean, dude, listen, man.
I feel bad.
We're dropping like flies, bro. That's why at this point, listen, regardless of everything else, Wes, all the past, all the bullshit, all the everything, at this point we have to stick together just based on the fact that there's so few of us left. It's just, we have no other choice.
I agree more.
I mean, that's basically what we came to. It wasn't like Wes and I one day were like, you know what? I want to be friends with you and I want to work with you. We did it out of bare necessity.
I would say I half did it because I want to be friends with you.
See, that is the sweetest thing you've said to me since Maury, when you lied about wanting to be my friend and you actually did.
Wait, what did I lie to Morgan about?
Maury. Not Morgan. Maury.
I was like,
you lied to Maury.
Oh, I'm on Wes's mind again.
No. We said Maury, not Morgan. Get back to your TikTok.
Shut up.
Get back to your TikTok. Ah! Wes said he wants to do a TikTok dance video with you.
Oh my God, I will.
But he said you can't play within 200 yards of an elementary school because it'll scare children.
But.
I don't even want to know what he
Okay,
said.
listen though, I'm getting angry DMs and messages from other cast members not liking this.
Oh, other cast members, not men whose DMs you slipped into.
But other cast members.
Okay, other cast members. Like?
On the show.
Like?
Both on the show and off the show. The ones off the show think I'm a piece of shit for being your friend. The ones...
You are a piece of shit. It's not for being my friend. It's just because you are a piece of shit.
The ones on the show, they're not quite saying it, but they're not all that happy of our dual interviews.
I mean, would you be? I would hate us if I was anybody else. Listen, the best thing that ever happened to the rest of the cast members on the show was you and I not working together. It's almost like, yeah, let's keep on convincing these guys that the other one hates them. Let's keep them as far apart as humanly possible, okay? Because, dude, you gotta. There's only one mind on this challenge that is more demented than mine, and it's yours. And you put the two of us together, and it's just bad news for everybody but us.
You know what? I actually just thought of a fourth scene that's going to be really good. In the basement of that bar when we did that thing.
When we're in the basement doing that thing. We did a lot of stuff in the basement of the bar, Wes. We really took this relationship to the next level. So
that whole night,
I'm trying to think of which night we're talking about. I know which bar we're talking about. I'm just trying to think of which night.
The night before the thing you said I did that was really ruthless.
Okay. Yes. This is a good one.
Yeah.
Buddy, can we just listen? I know it would probably be. I don't even know if necessarily I'd say it's the unpopular opinion. Can we just kick everyone else at this point off the show and just have the rest of the season be you and me just fucking with people up?
That's pretty much what's exactly going to
just torturing people. That's basically what it is. Basically, the rest. Listen, for everyone that wants to tune in for the rest of the season, it's basically Wes and I just torturing everyone mentally.
Yeah, it really. You and I working together should be. There's a reason why it's banned in 10 different states. Is because like it's too powerful. It's like two different kids.
I think it might be banned after this season. I'm not gonna lie. Even if production doesn't ban it, it will. There's nobody that's gonna ever let this fucking fly. So I mean, we might as well enjoy it while we have it.
When production first started to see this, they literally creamed their pants. But I'm curious, like, are they gonna like it if it ever happens again?
I don't think so. I think this is like one of those things where it's like, yeah, we love it at first. Yeah, this is great, but then it's gonna be like, well, now this is gonna be boring to watch.
Yeah. So we gotta, but I think that our combined brain can figure out a way to still continue to fuck shit up.
We'll figure it out. All right. If there's one thing we can do, it's continue to piss people off. All right. I mean, I've been doing it my entire life. So have you. Your parents are still mad that they gave birth to you. So I mean, you've been doing it for 30-something years, man. So keep going.
Wow. Even like as your enemy or your friend, the jokes are the same. So.
No, listen. I need somebody. Listen. Here's the deal. I've been picking on Morgan for how long have we been in quarantine for? How many? A month? Listen, Morgan has been the object of my torture, my punishment for the last 4 weeks. So it's actually good. I got somebody else to pick on for a little bit.
I tell my wife she's lucky she's quarantined with a professional comedian.
Yes, this is true. I mean, this is absolutely true. Have you guys run out of paper bags yet? I mean, you're not wearing one on your head anymore, so you must have.
My head, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I thought for a second you were actually like curious about my supplies.
Speaking of supplies, can I ask you a question? Speaking of supplies, why the hell is Dee in Kansas?
Why does supplies remind you of that?
I don't know. She just seems like it just seemed like a good transition. I'm just saying, okay, I don't know much about Australia, but like if I was going to go visit Australia, I wouldn't go hang out in like the dumpiest spot in the entire country. Like why, if she's going to visit the United States, is she going to go hang out in Kansas?
Because if she came to the United States and she can't go back to Australia unless she goes through a 2-week quarantine like in a hospital, and she doesn't want to do that. And
she should go through a 2-week quarantine regardless. I mean, with the way that girl gets around, I mean, listen, COVID-19 or not, she should probably be quarantined before she goes across any borders.
When she came to Kansas, I wouldn't see her for 2 weeks. We put her in a house, and then we waited 2 weeks, and then we went to a museum, an outdoor museum.
I saw you guys were all spread apart. I mean, smart move. Yeah. Smart move. I mean, she probably doesn't realize, and Nehemiah realized that COVID-19 started in your beard, so they probably wanted to keep a safe distance as well.
Okay, listen, this is the deal. She's not very happy with you or me right now, and I feel really bad. She's a sweet girl that's getting that.
You do not, Wes. If there's one thing I learned about you this season, and I cannot wait to talk about it, all right, because I can't yet. You don't feel bad about anything. I've realized that when I've all these jokes I've made about you not having a heart, not having a soul, I've realized that as deep down as it may be and as cold as it may be, I actually have more of a soul than you do, okay? And you know what I'm talking about. We walk into elimination round, and I was like, this is fucked up. And I remember looking in your eyes and being like, is this going to happen? And you're like, yes. But you didn't say yes like kind of like tentatively. You said yes with a shit-eating grin on your face. So I'm convinced after that, you don't care. You don't care.
This is a long time coming, and I wanted to stick to the goddamn plan.
And you did, and that's one thing I got to hand it to you, man. And here's the thing, and this is what I hate, and I don't know about you in past alliances, but this is what I hate. When you feel like you're on the same page as someone, you're like, this is the fucking plan, this is what we're going to do, and then at the last second, they get cold feet, and they're like, whoa, let's change it.
Yeah.
And everything is fucked up. The best thing you can do is never second guess as much as you want to. Never second guess what you're going to do. And I'm actually glad. I'm not going to lie. I'm actually glad you stuck to it, because then that made me stick to it too. Because I was having maybe a little bit of reservations about it.
I mean, I didn't. Okay, I was about to say a lie. I enjoyed it.
No, you were not. There was nothing. No, nothing in the fiber of your being was going to change anything that was going on at that point.
It was the plan, and I wanted our emotionless decision to get implemented during a very emotional time. And so you got the point.
And it did, man. And you turned me into...
Let me tell you why these young guys tonight failed, even at throwing you in, is because they're like the kids that do their math homework 5 minutes before the assignments due, and they're all copying off of each other. Then it would have been relatively easy if they would have just a couple days beforehand put this plan and got everyone on the same page. But they're running around the halls in the hour before we're about to go vote, and they wonder why they can't stir up any confidence from some of the bigger people.
And what I said in the nomination is true. It's like, it's so easy when you're in a bedroom, away from cameras, away from actually having to make a decision, to be like, I'm game with that. But once you're sitting there, and once you're on that couch, and once the spotlight is on you, and once you have to make a very tough decision, people shrivel the fuck up. And I knew that was going to happen. That's why going in, I was like, all right, I thought I knew where you stood. I knew everybody else was kind of like, there was shit going down, but I was like, as long as I could kind of figure out who's voting for me and I could make sure they say my name, once momentum starts going one way, then fucking all bets are off. But I agree, dude. You can't make plans 5 minutes before.
You know what's bad, though, about that is a lot of the people that are in your squad, your tribe, were little fucking wimps because they were throwing votes. I know. Like, a thrown vote is essentially a vote against you in that situation.
Did you see my tweet tonight? I said Tory has bigger balls than Jordan because Jordan voting for himself was the fucking burn of the century, dude.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
That was very weird.
Yeah, that was weird. Almost as weird as him holding the salami in your face for fucking 10 minutes, but that's for a different episode.
That was, I thought, what was going to air tonight. Why I had that thing that I showed you, but I'm going to hold off on that one. So
I can't wait. I literally can't wait. It's going to be great.
As I think it is.
It's pretty fucking amazing. I saw it from like an outside. I saw it from like a different vantage point, obviously, because you were like sitting there like this. But like, it's pretty fucking incredible.
When I texted you today that I didn't post tonight.
I know you. Wait, so you're saving that one?
I thought that the bad. Yes, I'm saving it. I thought that the bad scene with the salami was tonight. So
Gotcha. I actually was looking, Wes, because I actually follow you on Twitter now, so I was actually looking and waiting to see it, and I didn't, so I was a bit disappointed.
It's a really good follow, you have to admit. I'm like the funniest dude.
It's pretty good. You're not just funny looking, you're actually funny on Twitter as well. It's pretty great.
It's one hell of a platform.
I mean, listen, you know what they say? Make a girl laugh, you can make her do anything, including marry you.
My wife did say, even in our vow, that the main reason she was marrying me is funny.
You are, dude. You are. All right. Well, listen, hold on. Morgan wants to say bye. She wants you to say one more nice thing to her before she goes.
Oh, come sit on Daddy's.
I want an actual compliment that isn't about brunch, although I do like.
Hold on. She wants a compliment that's not about brunch, Wes.
Hi, Weston.
Okay, but the thing is, you're not reading into the brunch compliment the way that you should be, because the brunch compliment is way deeper than just an what it means is that means you're a good conversationalist. It means to reflect on a previous shenanigans. It means you're a great person to sit next to while
he needs to follow you.
Your hair
or unblock you.
All right. Okay, Wes, I get it. I'm great at brunch. I'm sure there's a compliment in there somewhere. I still am not going to like you until you unblock me on Instagram because I have a great Instagram aesthetic and I think you should appreciate it.
But aren't you just like one of those girls that just does fitness videos and barely any clothes?
I post more than fitness videos, thank you very much. Although, if you need a good at-home workout, Wes, I got you covered.
Wes needs a good at-home workout, trust me.
We're gonna tone that butt of yours. We'll lift it up.
Yep.
Nice and high.
We'll take a few freckles off of him.
We'll shape you nice and well. So, okay, you can unblock me now. You don't even have to follow me. You can just unblock me.
If I do unblock you on Instagram, then I'm going to block you on Twitter.
That's a fair trade, because I don't like Twitter as much. So you can unblock me on Instagram, and then we can switch it. Well, no, because...
But if you don't unblock her on Instagram, you won't get all of her Game of Thrones updates.
I know, I do tweet about fire Game of Thrones updates, Wes. And I feel like you're into that kind of thing.
Who's Wes on Game of
Oh,
Thrones?
if I had to name Wes as a Game of Thrones character, I think you're kind of a Ramses.
I've never seen it. I don't know what.
He's never seen it.
Okay.
All right.
Ramsey.
You're definitely a Ramses, which could be taken as a compliment, or he's also a sociopath that skins people alive, so.
No, he's Theon's penis.
Yes, that is chopped off and sent to someone. All right, Weston, I'm going to leave you to it. It's been real.
That's not that bad.
Oh, he did. No, you don't know Ramses. You got to watch, Wes.
That's not.
Yep.
No, I'm not. We're not talking about looks. He's an attractive man.
What's that search? What did it say? Old dirty MILF's butt? What was that? What was that at the top that I just saw?
All right, I'm leaving you two idiots to it.
Wow,
Goodbye.
that's Wes's porn search history. Old dirty MILF butt. Wow, okay. Great. All right, man. Well, yeah, we got to listen. If these fans have no idea what they're in for the rest of this season.
No. We have a lot. I keep thinking I'm at more than 4 now. There's a lot of really good stuff that we do that is in the remainder, and it was worth it. This is a good season all around. Like, one of the more important seasons that's ever been filmed is happening right now under their nose.
And I will say this listen, my heart goes out to everybody out there who's been negatively affected by the coronavirus. There's been a lot, obviously, of negative side effects. I think that we're starting to come over the hump and come down the downside, and hopefully it's all going to be better. But if there's one positive thing that it's done, it's given everybody their sports fix, because there's no sports on right now. There's no really good entertainment. And what better entertainment could you ask for than the two biggest assholes ever to grace the challenge screen coming together and making everybody else's lives miserable?
There's nothing more sports related than that.
There is not. There is not. All right. Well, listen, man. Until next time.
Goodbye.
It's been real.
All right. Bye, Earthlings.
All right. He says bye, Earthlings.
Goodbye.
Miss Bergman.